I've been in sports my whole life. I grew up watching my parents run Disney Marathon, going to the local 5Ks, and then eventually wanted to do the kids' runs, and ran middle school track, got on the club swim team, just always very active. So that was my initial introduction to triathlon, but I didn't get more seriously into it until after my junior year, when I was targeted through the collegiate development program of USA Triathlon and decided to start doing triathlon full-time instead of running my senior year. And the chance to compete in triathlons out of college let me continue to compete and continue to pursue a passion I have past the collegiate level, which is the end for a lot of people. And so I've been able to have the opportunity to compete, to continue to travel the world and compete for my country with the Stars and Stripes, which, is the biggest honor that you can ask for as an athlete. So every day is different, of course, and every week is different depending on what type of training cycle we're in. But Mondays are usually a lighter day, so I may only have swim and maybe a strength session. Then there'll be harder days where I'll get up and go for a hard run. On Tuesdays, there's a local group here that meets at Wickham Park with Coach Doug Butler. And so I've been running with those high school boys that are really pushing me. So like this Tuesday, I did 3x2 mile repeats with them, and then got in my Normatec recovery boots, got a good meal in, got some chocolate milk, and then within an hour was out at the pool doing a recovery swim for about an hour. And then the afternoon was pretty low-key until a 2-hour bike when I went over to Claremont and did some hill repeats over there. So that would be more of a heavier training day. Usually the training can be anywhere from 23 to 26 hours a week when you add it all up. And that's not counting the nutrition, the recovery and everything, the sleep, the naps, everything that goes in between. So you have to be very committed. And I think the biggest part of that is just having a support system around you to help you on those days where you get up and you're like, I don't know if I can do this workout. I don't even want to get out of bed. So having a supportive husband, having a supportive family in town, a supportive coach, and just friends and training partners that lift you up on those days where you're just not feeling it. I think this season what's made the most difference is working with a strength and conditioning coach. So I started working with Mike up at Cora Rehab in Titusville, and that's made a big difference because everybody's swimming, biking, running, everybody's doing hard workouts, but it's the attention to detail outside of those workouts. So paying attention to strength. My undergrad's in exercise physiology and kinesiology, and then to go on to PT school and have 3 years of that, and I still practice in the clinic when I can. So just having that knowledge of the human body, I think, definitely helps. I always know what's going on with my body, and luckily most of the time I know how to fix it or who to go to. And then also just trying to pay attention to detail as much as I can in terms of recovery between workouts, getting enough sleep at night, eating the right foods, and that all comes into play when the race comes. The other girls that are part of the US national team, just talking with them at races, getting to talk with high schoolers, just the passion they have for the sport. I mean, even the 5-year-olds that are doing their first triathlon out at Gleason Park, I mean, it's just the raw energy and passion they have on the face. That's what gets me excited. So I volunteer time at the local kids triathlon, local kids run races and things like that. And just telling them just to follow your dreams and just continue to work hard and anything's possible. And I just love sharing my background and my story with anyone that wants to hear it. Ultimately making the Olympic team for the United States and just competing at that highest level with the Stars and Stripes on is what gets me through the tough workouts and the tough days, is just remembering that's the goal and the dream. And as an all-around person willing to share my story and help people that need it, whether it's at a race, whether it's driving down the street, everything I've gotten to share with the community and the people I've met, that I hope I've touched them a little more than just winning a race. My name is Kaitlin Donner, and I'm a professional triathlete.